Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn how to find the surface area and the volume of another solid which is called as triangular prism. So we'll start with what is a triangular prism. The triangular prisms are the 3D solids which are just like the rectangular prisms. They are the 3D shapes, but instead of the rectangles as the side bases on the both ends, we have triangles. If you can look at this three-dimensional picture, this is the triangular base, and then you have this triangular base on the opposite side. And what are the lateral faces? Means the side faces. This rectangle, and then this rectangle. So we have two triangular bases on either of the sides, and then we have three lateral faces or the side faces as the rectangles. So triangular prism is made up of five uh, faces, two triangles, one on either side, they are the bases, and then three triangular faces as the side faces. Now, look at this one. Like this was a 3D model which I can rotate easily. But if we have to draw it on the paper, how will we draw it? So I will draw two triangles, one over here, and then I will have these rectangular faces as the bases. So look here. So one of the triangular face is this one, which I am highlighting in yellow. Then the another side triangular face is this one on the another side, this one. And finally, the base is somewhere over here, like with this one. This is the base, the triangular of this triangular prism. This is the base. So we have this yellow side, this green side, and the red side as the three rectangular faces. And then you have this triangle and the back triangle as the base, two triangular bases of the triangular prism. So this one is the triangular prism with the right triangle as the base. So this will be the base of the right triangle, and this is the height of the right triangle. So when we have the bases as the right triangles, it is called as right triangular prism. So the triangular prisms are named after their bases. If this triangle is the equilateral triangle, then it is called as equilateral triangular prism. And if this is a scaly isosceles triangle, then it is called as isosceles triangular prism. Now let's start working on what is the surface area of the triangular prism. So, like the surface area, as we did in the previous video for the rectangular prism, the surface area is the total of all the areas, the total of areas of all the five faces, because we know that in the surface in the triangular prism we have five faces, two triangles and three rectangles, one here and one at the bottom. So when I add the areas of all these five faces, we will get the surface area of this triangular prism. So basically, when we write the formula of the surface area of the triangular prism, it's actually the area of the two triangular faces plus the area of three rectangular faces. So we calculate all the areas separately and then we add them. So basically we will break down it in two steps. We will find the area of three rectangular faces, two triangular faces, and then we will add up everything together. Let's take an example. Suppose this is a triangular prism and the base of this triangle is this 6 centimeter. The height of the triangle is 4 centimeter, and the length of the prism, this is the length of the prism, which is 10 centimeter, and it is denoted by L. So this is the base 6, this is the height 4, and this is the length of the prism 10 centimeter. We need these dimensions, okay? And suppose in this case this is an equilateral triangular prism. So equilateral triangle means all these sides are equal. So this side is 6, this side is 6, and this side of the triangle is also 6 centimeter. So let's break down the formula. I want to find the surface area. So first I will find the area of two triangular faces. What is the area of a triangle? If you recall, the area of the triangle is base times height by 2. So base times height divided by 2. But since I have two triangular faces, one at the front, one at the back, and they are exactly identical or congruent. So whatever is the area of this face, that will be the area of this face. So instead of finding them separately, why not to multiply this with 2? So that will give me the area of these two triangular faces. Plus, now we will calculate the area of three rectangular faces. So let's look at this side one. This side one. What will be the area of this rectangle? It will be the length of 10, and this side is 6, because this side and this side and this side is 6. So this is 6, this is 10. So the area of this will be 10 times 6. So I am writing here 10 times 6, the side one. All right, let's take the another one. Let's take this side. So what will be the area of this side rectangle? So the length is 10. If this is 10, this is 10, and this is 10. Everything is 10. The length is 10. So this 10 times this 6. So again, this will be 10 times 6. And then finally, what about the base? The base is 10, and this width of the bottom rectangular face, if you can look it, for the bottom one, this is the length and this is the width. So again the area is 10 times 6. So 10 times 6. Now 2 times, now can I cancel this 2 and 2? Of course, 2 divided by 2 is 1. What is the base of the triangle? 6. What is the height of the triangle? 4. And 6 times 4 is 24, plus 10 times 6 is 60, 60 and 60. These 360 add together give me 180. 180 plus 24 is 204 centimeter square. That's the area of this triangular prism. So what we are doing, we are finding the area of the two triangular faces and the three rectangular faces, and then we are adding it up all together. Let's take another one. In this one, if you will see the markings, it's that this is an isosceles triangular prism. Means only the two sides are equal. So let the two sides be 6 and 6 centimeter, and let the base of the triangle is 12 centimeter, and the height of the triangle is 5 centimeter. The length of the triangle is 20 centimeters. So this is length. All right. So the surface area of the triangular prism is area of two triangular faces plus area of three rectangular faces. All right. For two triangular faces, I'll multiply it with by 2, and the formula is base times height by 2. Plus, what about the three rectangular faces? Look at this side rectangular faces, this one, only this one. It has 20, and this has 6. So the two sides of this rectangle is 20 and 6. So it will be 20 times 6. Plus, for the next one, for this side one, the two sides are again, this is 20 because the length is 20. So this is 20 and the side is 6. So again, this is 20 times 6. What is left? The bottom, the base one. So how to find the base one? If you look at the base triangle, means this one. The base one has one of the length as 20 and one of the side as 12. Okay, so this is 20 times 12. We need to visualize a little bit because it's a three-dimensional picture, and on when we draw it on the paper, we need to visualize it's like the bottom sides, bottom face, side face, and the another side face. All right, I can divide 2 by 2 as 1. The base of the triangle is 12 and the height is 5. So it's 12 times 5 plus this is 120. This is 20 times 6 is 240. Sorry, again 120, and 20 times 12 is 240. So 12 times 5 is 60. And now when I will add all these three, I'll get 480. 60 plus 480 is 540. So 540 centimeter square is the area of this prism. Let's take one in which we have the right triangular prism. Okay, so in the right triangular prism, suppose the base is 6, this height is 8, and this hypotenuse is 10. and the length of the prism is 15 centimeter. So we did in the previous two examples, surface area is area of two triangular faces plus area of three rectangular faces. I can write it in short. Area of two triangle faces is 2 times base times height by 2 plus area of three rectangular faces. So let's start. What will be the area of this front one? This one. It has two sides of this 15 and this is 10. So this will be 15 times 10 plus what about the base one? This base one, it has 15 and the another side is 6. So it's 15 times 6. And then in the last, which one is left? We have taken this one, this one. Now this one is left. The back one. This back one is left. As I told you, we need to little bit visualize which one is left. Okay, so for this one, the height is of course 15. And what is another side? That's 8. So I will do 15 times 8. So now 2 divided by 2 is 1. Base times height. The base is 6. The height is 8. So 6 times 8 plus this is 150 plus 15 times 6 is 90 and 15 times 8 is 120. So 6 times 8 is 48. And then when I will add all these numbers, I will be getting the surface area of this triangular prism as 408 centimeters square. So we just have to find the area of triangle and then area of all the three rectangles. And you know what? In short, many students remember it like that. Just pick the length of the prism as 15 and multiply it one by one with all the sides of the rectangle. 15 times 6, 15 times 10, 15 times 8. It will be super easy to remember in this way. Rest is your choice, whatever is your strategy to learn it. All right, let's do the volume. What is the volume? Volume is how much space is inside the 3D solid. So if I want to fill this triangular prism with the water, how much quantity of water can I fill it? That will be the volume of the prism. How much space is there? So the measure of the space inside any 3D object is called as its volume. The volume of any 3D shape or 3D solid, the formula is always this: base area times height. Now, the base of this triangular prism is this triangle. And what is the area of the triangle? It is base times height divided by 2. So the base area is base times height divided by 2. And the height in the case of triangular prism is basically its length. This is the length. So the height is length. So for volume, we just need to multiply the base, height and length and divide it by 2. That's it. For example, let's take the base as 6, the height as 4 centimeter, and the length as 10 centimeter. So how will I calculate the volume? The volume is base times height times length divided by 2. So 6 times 4 times 10 divided by 2, and you can cancel this one. And then the answer is 120 centimeter cube. All right, let's take one more. Let's take the base as 12, the height as 6, and the length as 20 centimeter. The picture is not to scale. So volume is base times height times length divided by 2. The base is 12, the height is 6, and the length is 20, and divided by 2. I can divide 20 by 2 as 10. So my answer is 720 centimeter cube as the volume. So, what is the difference between surface area and volume? Surface area is the space on the outside. How much you need to, suppose, paint it, to gift wrap it, correct? How much is the packing outside? So, that is the surface area. And the volume is how much space is inside this solid. So surface area is always measured in square units, centimeter square, meter square. Volume is always measured in cubic units, centimeter cube, meter cube. So basically volume tells us how much this prism can hold, and surface area tells us how much material, how much paint you need it for the outside. That's the surface area. So that's how we find the surface area and volume of triangular prism. Thank you for watching. What next? In the next video, I'll take up the surface area and volume of cylinders. So you practice few more examples, and in the next video, we will tackle the cylinders. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. See you in the next one.